God bless you on this morning. It's going to be a short scope for the most part, but I wanted to talk to you about protecting your self-esteem. Protecting your self-esteem. And God bless all of you that are on, all of you that are watching via the Periscope app, and those watching online, and those that are coming back and watching via replay. But I shared via social media today. I shared on protecting your own self-esteem, and this is what dropped into my spirit, and this is what I shared. I shared, stop attaching all of your value to other people. If you place all of your value in the hands of others, then don't you dare be surprised when your value starts to experience market eruptions. Never allow others to bankrupt your own self-esteem and your own value. Look, folks, the people are whimsical, they can be fickle, they can change on you in an instant. We live, one of the greatest challenges for a believer is that we serve a God who doesn't change, while living in a world with folks that change 5 to 6 times every week. But if you don't watch yourself, you'll start attaching value to the opinions of others. And values are just like bottoms. Everyone has one. And if you don't look and you don't esteem yourself enough, you'll start playing to the beat of someone else's drum. You'll start assessing yourself to the whims of someone else. People can change on you. There are just some circles that you will never crack. And the amazing thing about it, some of these circles you were never meant to crack. God may have made you the square, and you're trying to fit yourself in a circle where you were never meant to be fit. You can't attach all of your value to the whims of other people. Every now and then you got to have a me moment, some back and forth with your own mirror. And I told someone long ago that if your own mirror on the wall doesn't say that you're the fairest of them all, then you need to go and buy yourself another mirror. You got to esteem your own self. You got to value your own self. You can't, people will change on you. They'll be your Facebook friend today, and then they'll defriend you, and they'll be the Facebook friend of your haters. We got friends that can be in your midst, but then they can flip on you and start hanging with people that can't stand you. But you can't assess your value to that. Some of us will go through a tough season. Tough seasons come to us all. And then, everyone won't ride with you through a tough season. Be careful who you call your ride or die chick or your ride or die guy, because everyone won't stay when times get tough. It's easy to be your friend and your homie and your roadie and your bestie when your credit is tight, the money is flowing, you're picking up the tab, everything on your life is on, you're in a zone, you're on a streak, everything you touch, you got the Midas touch. It's easy to be your friend then. But when you go through the valleys of life, that discerns who your friends truly are. Scriptures declare that a friend is born for adversity. The real purpose of a friend, you don't need a friend when you're standing on the sunlit summit of the mountaintop. You need a friend when you're going through the various valleys of life. It doesn't mean that they always got to be there to be to pull you out of every financial mess. But it's something to be a friend, to say you can do better than this. God created you for more. Sometimes it doesn't take something real significant to change a person's life. One word of encouragement someday may keep that person from going to the bridge. And you can't attach your value to the whims of other people. If you place all of your value to the whims, attitudes, and AC/DC movements of other people, then don't you dare be surprised when your value, your own value, starts to experience market eruptions and market interruptions. You'll decrease in value because you attach all your value to how other people evaluate you. You need to love your own self. You need to pat your own self on the back every now and then. Every now and then you need to schedule a date with yourself and take your own self to the movies. Look in the mirror and say, and it was good. What God created was good. God looked at you and God created you. You are created in his image and after his likeness. You are not supposed to be one of the beggarly elements of this world. You are not to be downtrodden and down below. God created you to be the head and not the tail. Sometimes you got to schedule some alone time, some me time, and love on your own self. Don't attach your values to the whims of other people. It hurts when a person that used to talk to time and again, 5-6 times a day, and all of a sudden something happens and you grow apart. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person nor they're a bad person, but they came to your life for a season. And why would you try, our problem, someone threw that in my face once, a friend of mine, and it hurt, but it was true. He said, Steve, your problem is that you try to turn seasonal relationships into lifetime relationships. Everyone's not meant for your tomorrow. Some of them are sent to you just for a season. Doesn't mean that you're bad, doesn't mean that you're bad. But you can't, when that season is over, you can't assess your own self-worth and your own self-esteem and your own purpose to the whims or the seasonal transitions of other people. Never allow others to bankrupt your own self-esteem and value. Look, folks, you need to look in the mirror and you don't need to go bankrupt on your own self. You don't need to file a Chapter 7 on the person called ME. You don't need to file wage earner or Chapter 13 on the person called me. If it is to be, you need to look in the mirror every now and then. It's up to me. God made you great. And if you're great in God's eyes, then you're good enough for everyone else. Never allow others to have full control of your self-esteem. Never allow others, God bless you, is that N.M. Tinsley, to have full control of your self-worth. You need to love on your own self. Every now and then, make a date with this awesome individual called YOU. And don't let them have control of your self-esteem. That's my morning scope today. That's for all of us that may be going through a trying season. And we feel like to make it through this trying season, when we go through a trying season, we look around and we thought that we were going to be surrounded by others. But every now and then in that trying season, you find yourself not surrounded by others. But because you're going through this trying season, sometimes without much help, sometimes alone, you got to realize that God is a friend that sticketh closer than any brother. And you got to love on your own self. God trusted that he won't put anything on you more than you can bear. And look, folks, don't assess your self-esteem by how others treat you. You need to, every now and then, you need to schedule a love appointment with the person that you see in the mirror every day. That's my scope for today. God bless you.